production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles Live, and it is Friday, the best day, my favorite day, and let's go ahead, final day of the week for this show, for this show. And you guys already know on the weekends we are on IG for a few minutes with the Primetime Angles Extra in the AM, so you guys make sure to tune into that Saturday and Sunday about 8:30, 9 o'clock a.m. and things like that. So pretty much let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start off with what happened last night. State of the Lakers. Boy, oh boy, lose their first two road games of the season back to back. But come on, at Detroit, of all places, Detroit is absolutely putrid, but they've been playing some scrappy basketball. Jeremy Grant's having one of the better seasons that you'll ever see anybody have in the NBA. For a guy who's been in the league 4 or 5 seasons, he's actually doubled up his scoring average on the year as well too. LeBron was out there a little bit by himself last night and everything, and it did go ahead and show as well too, because I could see that LeBron just really had some issues. It seemed like he got a little tired, and you know that age thing is a mother. That's all I can say. So why don't we go ahead and catch some quick highlights of the game last night and see exactly where things went wrong, and I'll go ahead and give you guys a breakdown of what to look forward to next with the Lakers as well too. So LeBron coming on out, and this was the first place LeBron actually went to and dominated in his career. He goes off and hits a three, and I'm talking about dominated playoff-wise, and he arrived against those old Detroit Pistons, but he's going against the new Detroit Pistons, not the same team. Jeremy Grant pulls from three, nothing but net. Oh boy, having had himself a game, and getting back to it, LeBron in the post, looking like Bron Diesel. Then comes back, some more Bron Diesel. Puts the Lakers up 4, Lakers up 2. Blake Griffin pump fakes, takes it to the hoop, does what he used to do when he was on the Clippers to the Lakers, and that's absolutely dominate. Blake Griffin had 23 last night, throws up the 3, nothing but the bottom of the net, and then back out to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant to the hoop, swings it back out to Blake Griffin, and another wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Another 3 for Blake Griffin. And then coming back down the way, THT with a 3 and cuts the Lakers, gets the Lakers back in it. Lakers down 1. And then from there, this one was over. There it is. Lakers looking pretty bad. Lakers go down 11. Then back over to Plumlee, and he's going to go ahead and give the exclamation point dunk there. And then just to add insult to injury, there goes Jeremy Grant with another big slam. And they go ahead and finish off that 14-0 run and beat the Lakers last night, 107-92. The Lakers only scored 34 points in the second half as well, too. That was an absolute travesty right there, and that's really inexcusable. But the Lakers, to me, last night looked like a very, very bored team. So pretty much that's what it is at the end of the day. And this is this is another night in the NBA to me, and I think that the Lakers will be better from this. And when you look at it, LeBron, he finishes up with 22 last night on 35 minutes of play. He really was out there by himself, but he wasn't all the way out there by himself. Kuzma still got 21 last night, 21-10. So at the end of the day, the Lakers, just kind of going through the motions right now, and a lot of people are ready for the Lakers. The Lakers are the world champions, so they know they got to bring it every night, and they did look a bit lazy to me last night, and I think that they'll be able to step it up in their next games out. But last night, you know what? That's a good lesson right there for the Lakers. They can go back to the drawing board, see what they have to correct, and go from there. So let's move forward. And last night, this was the game. This game wound up being the game of the night last night. Let's go ahead and look into this Clippers Heat game from last night. The Clippers actually were a underdog last night and wound up winning this game without their all-star duo of Kawhi Leonard and PG-13, and also Pat Beverly was out in that game as well too. So pretty much three of your very core players were out of the game, and the Clippers came up huge last night. Like sort of like it was a really good 109-105. So that let's go ahead and give that let's go ahead and check out the highlights for that game. All right, Kendrick Nunn with the slam dunk. This is in so we skip to the second half, and there it is. Clippers put themselves up, get up 11. Then Batum with another three puts the Clippers up 15. Then Sweet Lou throws up the little float, puts the Clippers up 16. And from there, Tyler Hero comes back out, hits him a nice little three, cuts that lead down to 9. And here we go. Heat down 10, Hero to the hoop. Cuts it to 8. But it just would not be enough. Bam comes back out, hits a nice little layup, cuts the lead to 6. But the Clippers would figure it out. 30 seconds left to go in the game, and that would be it for this. And the Clippers go ahead and get themselves a 109-105 victory last night. And the Clippers wind up getting pretty much are now still in the driver's seat, and the Clippers are sitting right there looking right at the Lakers at 14-5 on the season. And this looks like it will be pretty much a watch, but we still got the highlight going, everything like that. But just know the Clippers did win this game last night, and pretty much there it was. 20.1. Reggie Williams making it a little bit too close to call for the Clippers. You can see Batum saying, hey, stop messing around so much. We got to finish these type of games off when we don't have our stars here. So pretty much there it is. Those were the two games in the NBA last night that I thought were pretty damn good. I know that Dame Lillard dropped 30 last night in his game, but that was a TNT game. And you know what? TNT is a little bit of a hater, so I'm not trying to get my video blocked. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So pretty much let's go ahead and talk about the best team in college basketball in my eyes, and that's going to be the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears have been playing some excellent basketball as of late, and a lot of people have to understand this team is coming for blood this year. They are really, really good. And Gonzaga is number one in the nation because I think that makes a lot of people comfortable because Gonzaga has been there for years, balling out, doing what they have to do. But at the end of the day, the most physical team in the nation, the team with the most talent in the nation, and I feel as for a team situation, has to be Baylor. Baylor is just absolutely incredible. Lights out. They answer the bell pretty much every single game. They're 15-0 overall on the season as well now, too. I know I got to switch that in the top 10 as well. But, they haven't even been switching around the top 10. And they're doing this in a conference that has not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 ranked teams. And 2 of those teams are in the top 10 as well, too. So this goes to show you this Baylor team is really one that has that special look to them. They look like a team that could be winning the national championship this year. And I would tell you right now, if you can go ahead and get that ticket on them, if you're in Vegas, wherever you at, I would get that Baylor future. I think that the Baylor future is going to be probably one of the strongest bets you could have all year. And I think that this team is more than ready to get to their goal. And Jay Butler killing it, averaging 16.8 a game on 28.6 a minute. And then the big man, Tiaku Chuchu, whoever he is, plays for UNLV. He played for UNLV. He's killing it right now as well, too. And I'm just telling you, man, this Baylor team is fun to watch. And they remind me a lot of a team from 1989, 1990 named the UNLV Rebels. But I don't know, it might be a little far-fetched, but this team is literally that good at this moment. So there it is with Baylor. And that's my 2 cents on Baylor because I haven't been talking much about college basketball. But there's another team out here out west that we're all very familiar with. And do they have a good chance of getting far into the tournament this year? I think so. When you got 6 guys scoring in double figures, and then you have a coach like Mick Cronin who brings this tough attitude to these cool laid back surfer guys. In a sense, well, it's not 1970 anymore, so they're not surfing too much anymore. But the thing is, though, the UCLA Bruins are playing very good basketball right now, and a lot of people have to understand, man, this team is on a mission. They're 12-3 on the season, 8-1 in conference play, 8-0 at home as well too this season, and UCLA is just lights out to me this year. And I think that UCLA, people have to understand that they're going to play very, very big in this tournament this year. This tournament is going to be wide open. We're going to have empty, literally the arena is going to be empty. They're going to play in one city, Indianapolis, on like, 4, 5, 6 different venues. And I think that this will actually help UCLA out somewhat because they're not going to have to travel as much. And once they get there, they know what they have to do. And this unit is such a well put together unit. Everybody does their job. Nobody's really worried about who the lead scorer is going to be. When you got 6 different guys going in double figures, you can have a different lead man every single night. They probably have the most versatility out of any team I've seen in college basketball this year. So I'm telling you right now, UCLA is a team to watch out for, and you guys better get ready. You better get ready. So there it is. There it is. So pretty much with that, you guys already know. You guys can go ahead and check out the Hat Club. I got the subscriptions there on the bot. I got the subscription there over there on my descriptions for the show. You guys go ahead and hit that link. You will get 10% off. So you can go ahead and get you some drip like me right now. You see, I got the Seattle hat on. So they got plenty of dope hats going on. So pretty much you guys to go ahead, take care of your business, go on ahead and hit that link and pretty much get you 10% off. But make sure you guys sign up and put yourself in the loop so you guys can go ahead and get that 10% off. But it's for every $50 order as well too. So go ahead and check out the Hat Club, and there it is. So with that, we'll be right back with the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles Live, and we'll be right back.
Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners, and I'll have another in Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
Tune into Big Wave Boxing every week with a brand new guest with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, getting the best boxing stories, best boxing angles, and the truth when it all comes down to the sweet science. Tune in to Big Wave Boxing, Prime Wave Media. All right, we're back with the Primetime Angles, the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And boy, oh boy, it's Friday, man. I love Fridays. But you know what? In college basketball, you're not going to get the big conferences on college basketball. You'll get a Big Ten game. You'll get maybe a Big East game. But this is where we really make our money at. When we go to these mid-majors, these smaller conferences where nobody's really taking them as seriously as they should. But at the end of the day, though, these are the conferences that will get you paid. So pretty much let's go ahead and jump into it. And we're going to talk about the Big West first. And then in the Big West, we got ourselves some really good matchups going on in the Big West right now as well, too. Let me go ahead and give us a good eye on the first matchup that I have here as well, too, today. This is going to be a good one, man. This is going to be between Santa Barbara and Santa Barbara and UC Davis. And UC Davis is actually the home team today. They're coming in here, actually won their last 3 out of 5, and they're decent. Those were some pretty good wins for them. But I think though at the end of the day, I think Santa Barbara is going to be too much for them. Santa Barbara coming here last won 5 in a row. They blew out San Diego and they blew out CSUN 2 days in a row. So they've been on some back-to-backs lately. And then they also had a great game against Cal State Fullerton. They didn't cover that day, but they did wind up winning that day as well. But it's always tough when you go over to Fullerton and play those boys out there in the OC. So pretty much here we are. I like UCSB. I like them a lot. I think this could be the team that actually wins this conference as well too. So pretty much that's where I'm going here. I'm going to go ahead and take them with the -7.5. Let's see how it shakes out. Now we move forward and we have ourselves Cal State, Northridge, and Cal Poly. And hopefully the boys at Cal State, Northridge haven't been partying too much, and they can make it to the game today. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and go the other way, because Cal Poly always seems to play them pretty tough. And Cal Poly, yes, they're only 2-10 on the season, but I think that they can step it up in this game. They had some really good competition last time out. They had to go and play UCI back-to-back. Those games weren't very close, but at the end of the day, though, those are the type of games that make you want to be a better basketball player after what happened in those games. So I think that Cal Poly is good enough to get back with some of this home cooking and get themselves at least a cover tonight and lose this game by 4 or less. So we'll see how it shakes out, and we move from there. Now we're going to have Cal State Fullerton going against Cal State Bakersfield. And you got to love the fact that you got Bakersfield in here now, bringing a whole lot of parity to the Big West as we speak. So you got a team in Fullerton coming in here 4-5 right now. They always scrap. That's the one thing about Fullerton. They scrap a lot. And, they got a big win last weekend over Hawaii in the split, beating them by 16, had beat CSUN as well before that, winning their last 3 out of 5 games. But Bakersfield's been a killer lately. They've won their last 4 out of 5. And, pretty much they had the back-to-back with Riverside, so they lose that one by 7. But other than that, they've been able to win games by blowout or win games close. It doesn't matter. They're winning the game. So pretty much Bakersfield is looking pretty good on the bets, but I trust Fullerton a little bit more here because, they haven't played as much as Bakersfield this year, and I think that they're going to be, ready for the task at hand. I think that they've got all the games they need to get out of them, all those green moments, they're ready to play some basketball for the rest of the year. So pretty much Fullerton, I like it. I like it a lot. +9.5. Let's see how it shakes out. And then in the nightcap, the late game, 9 p.m. tonight out in Hawaii. But you guys all know in Hawaii, that's actually 6 p.m. So pretty much Irvine comes in here 8-4, with Hawaii being 4-4 on the season. And Irvine has actually won their last 5 games in a row, with Hawaii losing their last 4 out of 5. So Hawaii wants to bounce back. They did lose 2 in a row at home to Bakersfield as well, too. Kind of surprising there. So I think Irvine already knows that most likely when they get to Hawaii this weekend, it will be a split. So tonight, hopefully, it's Hawaii's night to win the game and not tomorrow. So there it is. Those are our Big West bets for tonight, and we're going to go ahead and move forward. And let's go ahead and talk about the Horizon League. And in the Horizon League, we got a good game between Youngstown State, and Youngstown State's going to be playing against Detroit Mercy tonight. Detroit Mercy coming into this game, they played pretty well their last few games. They've actually won their last 3 out of 4 games as well. And Youngstown State coming into the game loses their last 4 out of 5. But the thing is, though, they did win their last home game against UIC, who's a much better team than Detroit Mercy. And I think tonight, I know this is going to be another back-to-back situation. So pretty much I'm taking Youngstown State to get the opener here, and I'm going to go ahead and take the -105 money line tonight on Youngstown State. So let's see what those boys got in store for us tonight. All right, we move forward to our next game. It's going to be Milwaukee and IUPUI. I swear this school has the longest name ever. And I swear, and if somebody can go ahead and type what it means right now, that would be great. But I do know what it means. I just want to know if you know what it means. So pretty much it's the University of Indiana and Purdue put together. So there it is, IUPUI. And IUPUI coming in here 3-6. Milwaukee is 6-5. I like IUPUI tonight. They did lose the last to the Wright State, but Wright State's playing on another level right now. And before that, they beat Northern Kentucky twice, who's a very good team. So pretty much I do like IUPUI coming into this game. I think they can cover the plus 4.5 and possibly win this game as well too. So that's what we're doing here, and we move forward from there. We have Illinois, Chicago tonight going against Northern Kentucky. Northern Kentucky 7-8 on the year, while Illinois of Chicago is 8-5 on the year. Illinois and Chicago coming in here, winners of their last 3 out of 5 games. They did drop their last one to Youngstown State, as I said before. You have Northern Kentucky, who's been over here taking advantage of Robert Morris the last few games, and they beat them twice in a row. But before that, they lost 3 in a row in their last 5. So with that, I really do think that Northern Kentucky holds the advantage tonight because they score. They can score in bunches. The point differential is not that far apart, but I think, though, at the end of the day, this one will wind up being a very, very, very good game. But I think that is going to fall in the lap of Northern Kentucky. I'm going to go ahead and spend a little extra money and put up the minus 175, and let's go ahead and see how this one will shake out. Then we got Cleveland State, and Cleveland State coming into this one feeling themselves. They're feeling really good about themselves this season. This team is 10-5 on the year. Green Bay is 5-11 coming into the game. Cleveland State has been bumped up to a 4.5, but I caught it at a 3.5. So pretty much if you guys want to buy down, you can go ahead and do that as well too. Or you guys can just go ahead and take it as it is with the 4.5, because I do expect this team to win by 5, 6 or better. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout, but I do think that they do win this game by the 5 or 6 points. So I think it should be able to be good for you with the cover tonight. So there it is with the Cleveland State game, and we move forward to the Oakland game, which might be the toughest game to actually put together right now. And I feel like that game right there, with Oakland, this one, Oakland and IPFW, that's going to be the Fort Worth school right there. Fort Wayne, actually, I'm sorry. And pretty much they come into this game losers of their last 2, but they had won 3 in a row prior to that. Oakland, 3 in a row, then lost to Detroit Mercy. But Oakland's been having a bad season, though, this year. They're 6-13, while IPFW is 6-7. But I still think that Oakland has been able to get it together. They always play much better in the Horizon League as well, too. So I'm going to go ahead and take them with the minus 110 tonight. Let's see how it shakes out, and that's our Horizon bets list for tonight. All right, so we move forward, and let's go ahead and talk about the Summit League. And in the Summit League, we got ourselves a good one. We got some good ones tonight in the Summit League. We got the University of Missouri, Kansas City, UMKC. They're going to be playing tonight in a very, very tough battle with North Dakota State, who's one of the better teams in the conference. They're 9-7 coming into the game. UMKC is actually 6-9, but UMKC got a good win over Oral Roberts last time out on the road, beating them by 5 points, while you had North Dakota State, who's won their last 4 out of 5. They got a nice little sweep last weekend over Denver, but Denver's one of the worst teams in the nation. So pretty much, that's kind of a guarantee, and that's kind of a given for that one as well too. So there it is with that UMKC money line plus 135. Let's see how it shakes out, and let's go from there. Now, pretty much this game right here, in my opinion, is probably the game of the night for the mid-majors and things of that nature. So with this, we're going to go ahead and take Western Illinois. They're playing against North Dakota tonight. North Dakota's 4-13. Western Illinois is 2-11. So you know what? This is a toss-up game. Western Illinois, yes, I know they've struggled. I'm looking at their last 5 games. They've lost all of them. And North Dakota's lost their last 4 out of 5. So they really don't have anything to write home about either. So this is the battle of the basement dwellers. So let's see how it shakes out. Let's see who's going to get that piece of cheese tonight. So pretty much I do like Western Illinois here. So let's see how it goes. Plus 4.5. Let's see if they'll go ahead and get us the cover or get you guys to straight up win tonight. So there it is with that. And let's go ahead and go to the game of the night. And in the game of the night, we got ourselves a doozy. Number 7, Iowa going against at number 19, Illinois. And this one is going to be a good game, in my opinion. I feel like this one is going to wind up being pretty much maybe the game of the weekend. You have yourself 2 teams that are vying for seeding here in the Big Ten tournament. You got a 12-3 Iowa team, and then you have yourself a 10-5 Illinois team as well tonight. So you got this team coming in here with some of the best players in the nation. This guy Ao is Dasu Manu is averaging 21.7. This is one of my favorite players to watch. He's a top 5 pick, if not a top 3 pick this year in the draft. And Luka Garza, the nation's leading scorer at 26.9 a night. This guy's not even getting love in the top 10. Big 7-footer, but they say he got slow feet. But to me, he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to help NBA teams moving forward once he gets to the next level, because the big man is coming back. That's what all I can tell you guys right now. And stop worrying about big men being able to shoot 35-foot three-pointers too. So pretty much, Luka Garza is putting that to rest. But he isn't the best center in the conference, in my opinion. But he is scoring the most points because they're putting him in position to score. So pretty much what we're going to do here tonight is, for this game, is we're going to go ahead and circle Illinois to go ahead and win this game tonight. And pretty much we'll get the graphic in a second. But I got Illinois winning this game tonight, minus 125. And there it goes. We got Memphis. We got them winning the game tonight, the game of the night, minus 125. And there it goes with that as well too. We don't have the image on. All right, so okay. All right, so there it is. You already know. So pretty much once again, minus 125 to Illinois tonight on the money line. So let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. But that is our game of the night, and there it is. So you guys stay tuned. This is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and before I go to commercial though, you guys make sure to go ahead and check out StaceyAdams.com. Claim your 15% off and use the code LNK2SHPT. All right, you guys will be able to get 15% off on anything that's $75 or over. So I have to really go ahead and give you guys the actual price of these things as well too. So pretty much you guys go ahead and check it out. Once again, StaceyAdams.com. Claim your 15% off with the LNK2SHPT code. Okay, so pretty much there it is. So if you want to be over here looking fly like DiBiase does when he hits the road, I tell you right now, go ahead and hit that Stacey Adams up and get that 15% off. I'm telling you, you'll thank me in the end. So with that, we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go to a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to have the NBA Friday preview for you.
The Viget app, where social media meets sports betting. Get the latest line movements in all major sports. Track your daily bets, daily contests, the NFL over-under contest that pays out $10K in cash prizes. This is a cutting-edge app that helps betting be easy. Sign up with the reference code POPDBIC and you will be able to watch my daily show, The Primetime Angles, as a resource to building that bankroll. Viget is available in your Apple or Google Store on your iOS or Android. The social sports betting app, Viget.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
What's up, world? It's your boy, the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about the NBA for tonight. And in the NBA, up first, let's talk about the Bucks and the Pelicans, and the Bucks and Pelicans coming into this game tonight. Both these teams are looking to keep the good times. One team's looking to keep the good times going, and one team's trying to get it together because boy, oh boy, it's been a weird season for the Pelicans, and they're already talking about who they ready to trade, who they ready to get rid of, all that good stuff. So pretty much Bucks and Pelicans trending in different directions. You got a Bucks team that's 11-6 on the season, while you got a Pelicans team that's 6-10 on the year. And pretty much when I look into my notes right now, you have a Bucks team that's 9-3 right now in the month of January straight up. And then you also have a 4-4 on the road, 3-1 after a 1-3 start to the season. So pretty much they're doing pretty good in that category. So they're catching up. They're keeping up with everybody as well too. So there it is. And then we have ourselves a 9-8 over and under overall for this Bucks team as well too. Then when I look at this next stat, we have the Pelicans 3-8 in the month of January, 2-3 at home overall, 10-6 over and under. So this game right here looks like it should really fall into the lap of the Bucks, and it looks like it should be a possible over game as well too. I'm looking at a 232.5. This looks like it's quite possible of going ahead and hitting, and the plus 6.5 to the Pelicans. This is a big number, and I know that number has been going up as well too. A lot of people are very excited about the Bucks right now, so pretty much this could be a trap game for you. So I would say play the scoreboard here and see how it goes. All right, we move forward, and we got the Kings at the Raptors. And the Kings at the Raptors, we have a pretty good one here. Kings at Raptors. This one is going to be a Kings team that's 7-10 going against a Raptors team that's 7-11 right now. The Kings are 8-9 against the spread, while they're 4-8 straight up in January, and they're 11-6 when it comes to over and unders as well too. So pretty much they're middle of the road right now, record-wise against the spread, but straight up they're not playing that well this month. But they got a big win the other night against Orlando, winning that game by 14. You see an over/under 229.5 here. So when you look at the Raptors numbers, the Raptors are 5-13 against the spread, 6-8 in the month of January, though. And they're 8-10 over and under, and that's 6-8 straight up. So pretty much when I look at this, I tell myself that, hey, it looks like this should be a game where the Kings should go ahead and cover, and you guys will see it in a moment when we're talking tickets, but I'm going to just let you know right now, the Kings will be the NBA dog of the day for the show as well too. They're going to be a plus 190 as well, so we'll have that for you in a moment, but that will be my dog of the day. The Sacramento Kings, I think they get back-to-back wins in Florida. I think they like the weather down there and like the way things are going, so I'm going to go ahead and ride that wave once again, and let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. We move forward, and we got the Cavs at the Knicks at the Garden tonight. Man, it's so bad that the Garden's empty, though, but still, we got ourselves a pretty good game tonight. Cavs coming into the game 10-8 against the spread, 9-9 on the season, 6-7 straight up in the month of January, 8-10 over and under, but their last 6 games have went over. So that's just something that you do need to notate and look at as well too. Then you got the Knicks, who are playing great basketball this year, but they actually have a matching record to their against the spread. They're 8-11 on both sides, and then they're 6-8 in the month of January. They lost 3 in a row after winning 3 in a row, though. That's been the Knicks all year long. They get to going, and they looking good in 2-3 games. Then the bottom falls out because they playing up to competition. They play real well against the better teams, and then the bad teams, they kind of go through the motions with them. And then they're 6-13 when it comes to over and under. So when you look at this, at one point the Cavs were the worst scoring team in the league. And then you have the Knicks who are already playing great defense on the year. A lot of people was lean to say that this game should go under, but the way that both of these teams have been scoring lately, I'm going to say the game goes over. So when you guys see the super high five, it will be the over 209 as well too. All right, so we move forward, and we have the 76ers at the Wolves. And in the 76ers at the Wolves game, we got an 8-10-1 against the spread for the Sixers, 9-5 when it comes to their record in January. They've won their last 6 out of 8 games as well, and they're 10-9 with the on the over and unders with their last 4 out of 5 games going over as well too. The Wolves coming into this one 4-13 on the season, 7-10 against the spread, 2-11 in January, and they've lost 7 games in a row. And we all thought they was going to be an improved team because they had Cat and D'Angelo and all these guys. They've done absolutely nothing. So pretty much there it is for that team right now. There it is for the Wolves. They're not playing good basketball at all. They're 2-11, and then they're 9-8 over and under as well, too. So pretty much this one looks like it should be a walk in the park for the 76ers, but you know the 76ers never make it a walk in the park in situations like this. But I think they'll be able to come up pretty big here. So pretty much there it is with that, and we move forward from there. We have the Clippers 14-5 at the Magic tonight, 8-11. The Clippers are 10-9 against the spread this season. They're 11-4 in the month of January. But peep this, the Clippers have won their last 8 out of 9 games as well, too. So, you know, the only loss they've had in the last 9 was that Atlanta loss the other night. And, you know, that game could have been possibly won by the Clippers as well, too. And then they're 11-8 when it comes to the they're 11-8 when it comes to they're 11-8 when it comes to over and unders. And then also when it comes down to the Magic, they're 9-10 against the spread, and they're 5-10 after a 4-0 start, 4-10 in January, and lost 4 in a row recently. And they're 10-8-1 over and under. So when you look at this one looks like it's going to be a game that could catch you by surprise. You got the Magic +5 tonight, over under of 217.5, and there it is. So with that, we're going to come back with the second half of our Friday preview, and you guys go ahead and check out 6T Rent-A-Car. 6T Rent-A-Car. You guys can drive. You can get a ride. You can go ahead and share a ride. And you guys go ahead and download that app. You guys go ahead and hit that link. You'll get 10% off at 6T Rental. Instead of going to over to Enterprise and going to get a Corolla or a Prius, you guys can go on over to 6T, go rent yourself a Beamer or a Benz or an Escalade for the same exact price. So you guys go ahead and check out 6T Rent-A-Car, rent, share, ride, and get the app, www.6t.com. All right, so with that, we'll be right back. And this is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles Live.
Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners, and I'll have another, and Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
Tune into Big Wave Boxing every week with a brand new guest with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, getting the best boxing stories, best boxing angles, and the truth when it all comes down to the sweet science. Tune in to Big Wave Boxing on the Prime Wave Media channel on YouTube.
What's up, world? We are back. This is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. This is the Primetime Angles Live, and pretty much here we are. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's Friday. It's muggy in LA though right now. It's muggy. It's looking bad in LA right now. Honestly, nobody would want any parts of this right now. I'll be dead honest with you. But thing is though, we need it. Trees need it. You know, all those fires we just done had in the fall time and summertime, we definitely need all of this. So be on the list. But my people who live in the mountains, I feel bad for them because it's either fire season or mudslide season. They can't never win. But some beautiful homes up there, though. I'm telling you. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, we're at the Nets at the Thunder. Okay, and I just want to go ahead before we get into it. I want to go ahead and send my condolences out to Temple University and the family of of John Chaney, who has just passed away. From what I'm seeing on breaking news, but John Chaney was a great coach for the University of Temple. He coached guys like Aaron McKee and Eddie Jones as well. He had a little bit of a rivalry with John Calipari, kind of helped John Calipari get his wings a little bit as a coach in college basketball. He will be sorely missed. Rest in peace to John Chaney, the great Temple coach. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it real quick. And where were we at? Nets at the Thunder. We got a plus 8.5 over under 230.5 for this game as well too. And Brooklyn has been looking good in Brooklyn, but they ain't been looking good outside of Brooklyn. I'll tell you that right now. So as I said, just right now, Durant is out with a thigh contusion right now. So pretty much you guys have to go ahead and check that into your notes right now that he's not going to be available tonight for this team. So pretty much with that, we have ourselves a different looking line that's going to be coming out. So the plus 8.5 over under 230, you guys should get ready for that to dip. You know, a lot of people probably are going to be in love with OKC, and I'm going to show you guys why, because they are looking really, 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 really good when it comes to covering and actually winning games. And you know that they got a big win the other night that nobody saw coming as well too. So you can't sleep on this really good team here. I think that they have a big shot against the and they already beat the Nets as well too. So you have to prepare yourself for that. So pretty much with that, let's go ahead and check the notes real quick. And from what I can see in my notes, you got the Nets who are 9-11 against the spread on the season, and then you have a 9-6 straight up record in January. They've won the last 3 games in a row. And they are 3-2 now with the big three. After losing the first 2 against the Cavs, they won their last 3 in a row. Then they're 14-6 when it comes to over and unders, and they're 4-1 in that category as well too with the big three. The Thunder coming to this game 10-7 against the spread. They've covered their last 3 games, and they're 6-7 straight up in January as well too. 9-7-1 against the spread. So when I look at this one, I tell myself this should be a really good game. But this is a game that you have to tread a little lightly, and you can't be so in love with the Nets here. I know a lot of people want to really just always grab the Nets now since they have the big three, but what else do they have other than those 3? And so there's a lot, and teams are going to expose it early, but they're going to trade for somebody who's going to be able to bring some comfortability to the situation. But right now, it's a real shaky bag with the Nets. You know, they got 3 of the best players in the league that can get 90 points together nightly, but still, they got to shape up defensively, and we'll see how it goes. I know the Thunder got a big chip on their shoulder. They know nobody's taking them seriously this year, and they just go out and play basketball. So, you know, you got to be on the lookout for this one. We'll see how it goes. We move forward from there. We got the Nuggets at the Spurs. With the Nuggets at Spurs tonight, you got the Nuggets who are now 10-8 on the against the spread. They've covered their last 5 games after a real shaky start to the season. They're 10-4 this month as well too, straight up, and they've won their last 5 games in a row as well too, and they're 12-5-1 over and under. Spurs coming into this one 10-8. They've covered their last 2 games as well. They're 7-7 in the month of January, winners of their last 2 in a row, and then they're 9-9 when it comes to the over/under as well too. So there it is with the Thunder and the Nuggets. This one looks like this is going to be more about the game going over, in my opinion. I think that both these teams are going to be up to it, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But from what I'm seeing here, I think that we're going to have ourselves a really good game tonight over in San Antonio. And I think that this game should actually, I'm saying over, but actually I'm looking at it as an under as well too, because the thing is, Nuggets, if they win this game, they'll be able to limit some things with the Spurs. And Spurs, if they don't score over 100 points, they usually lose. So there it is. With that, and we move forward with the Mavs and the Jazz. And the Mavs and the Jazz, Mavs coming in here 8-10, and they have not covered in the last 3 games as well too. And then they're 6-8 in the month of January. They've dropped their last 4 out of 6, including the last 3 in a row. And they're 8-10 over and under as well, too. So, you know what? The Mavs are struggling, and this is not a good recipe for people who want to back them. But all in all, though, it is what it is at the end of the day. So pretty much they're going to come into this one hungry against the hottest team in the league right now, which is the Utah Jazz. And the Utah Jazz coming into this one 13-5 against the spread on the season. They've covered their last 10 games in a row. They're 12-2 straight up in the month of January. They've won their last 10 in a row, and they're 12-0 this month outside of NYC. The only time they lost this month was in New York City. And that's when they lost to Brooklyn by almost 50, and when they lost to the Knicks by 12. Since then, they've been on the warpath. You know, they've been really beating up on the league this month. Like, these games aren't really even close. You know what I mean? So pretty much watch out for Utah. And they're 9-9 against the spread, and the last 3 out of 5 games have went over as well, too. And when you look at the line, it's a 221.5. Mavs, Jazz. The Jazz are only a -4 the other night. They were a 3.5. So, you know, lines makers know what they're doing because they know the Mavs got a strong chance in this game as well, too. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take our final commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to be talking tickets. All right. So you guys be ready for that. And also, once again, you guys hit that link for Hat Club. Get 10% off that drip. $50 order. You guys get 10% off when you hit the link that's in the description for the show. Okay. So once again, the Hat Club, go ahead and check them out at www.hatclub.com. And you guys go ahead and get with it, man. I'm telling you, man, the drip. All right. So you guys hang tough. We'll be right back with the Premier Sports Betting Show, the Primetime Angles with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And when I get back, we are talking tickets.
Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners, and I'll have another in Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
Tune into Big Wave Boxing every week with a brand new guest with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, getting the best boxing stories, best boxing angles, and the truth when it all comes down to the sweet science. Tune into Big Wave Boxing on the Prime Wave Media channel on YouTube.
What's up, world? We are back, and it's time to talk them tickets right now. So we are talking tickets, and up first, we're going to go ahead and talk about the tickets I have for you guys in the CBB, and that's going to be the Primetime Pick 6 tonight, and the pretty much Primetime Pick 6 for tonight, CBB. Sorry about that. We'll have the dog pick 4 for you in a second. But up first, we got the pick 6 for you tonight. 7.5 on Gardner Webb tonight. I like them in their spot. They're going against High Point. They should win this game by 10 or better. Let's see how it shakes out. We got Buffalo money line tonight, -130. They're going against Ohio. This is a toss-up game between 2 of the better teams in the conference as well, too. Let's see how that one goes. So I'm going to lock it in with Buffalo tonight. And then we also have ourselves a really good game tonight with Arkansas State, who's going to be one of our big dogs tonight, but they're not on the dog pick 4. They bet because they shouldn't be a big dog like this. So that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm going ahead and taking it just like this. So pretty much I'm going to take the +155 so we can go ahead and make some dollars off this real quick. And then we have the +13.5 Robert Morris. And then Robert Morris is going against Wright State tonight. So pretty much I like that game a lot too. So let's see how that one goes, see how that one shakes out. Then we got Campbell -7.5 tonight. That should be a good spot for us as well. Let's see how that one goes. Campbell's in a game where they should win this by 10 or better. And then we got Dixie State playing against Cal Baptist tonight. This is a little small college in Utah going against a little small college out in the Riverside somewhere. I forget where Cal Baptist is at, but Cal Baptist is very far away from everything. So pretty much there it is, +9 on Dixie State. This is going to be a 60-1 ticket as well, too. The CBB Primetime Pick 6. Let's go ahead and talk about the dog Pick 4. And with the dog Pick 4, we have a 54-1 ticket tonight, and we have Louisiana Lafayette. Go ahead and go get the crawdaddies ready and give me a +155 Lafayette. Let's see how that one shakes out. And then you know what? I always got to go get it shaking and mess with money-making Manhattan, baby. Money-making Manhattan. I've literally made my name off this team. So pretty much, I got to rock with them tonight. They got a game against St. Peter's. I know everybody's going to go heavy on St. Peter's tonight. This is when Manhattan plays the Joker for you, the villain. So pretty much there it is, +300. We don't believe in heroes on Friday nights in Gotham. So let's go ahead and get it +300, 3-1 on Manhattan. Then we got San Diego money line tonight. San Diego's in a good game against Long Beach State. Toss-up game over at the Pyramid. But I like San Diego a bit more tonight. I'm taking them with the +130. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we end the night with Hawaii in the nightcap. As I told you guys before, we're going to take them with the +135, and this will cap off a 54-1 Pick 4 ticket for you for the dog Pick 4. Single what you like, and we move from there. All right, so pretty much it's time to talk to NBA. And in the NBA tonight, I love this group that we got in the NBA tonight. And I gave you guys notes pretty much on every single one of these teams. We got a 38-1 ticket tonight as well. So I'm going to over 209.5 with the Cavs and the Knicks. Then we got the Kings and the Kings money line tonight +190. That is our dog of the day. I'm going to rock with the 76ers tonight against the lowly Wolves with the -7. Let's see how this one shakes out as well, too. And then we're taking the under 222, but it's jumped up to 224.5 since that point. So pretty much we're taking the under 222, and that's going to be Nuggets and Spurs. And then I'm not calling it an upset, but I think that Utah is going to get cooled off just a little bit tonight. But as an insurance play, I'm going to go ahead and take the Mavs to go ahead and cover this game tonight +4. That's what you usually try to do in a spot like this when you're going against a team as hot as the Jazz. So with that, that's going to be a wrap on Talking Tickets. So once again, I want to thank you guys so much. It's been a great week this week. We broke numbers this week from last week. And so pretty much we're going to just keep raising up the numbers. So what you need to do is you need to spread the word. Let everybody know that the Premier Sports Betting Show is daily, noon on YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook Live. The movement is moving. So you guys, if you are interested in being an exclusive client, you guys see the headline down there on the ticker. Go ahead to primewavemedia.net, and you guys go ahead and look at the packages. Let me know what fits you best, and we move forward from there, okay? So it's going to be a big weekend. We're going to have horsing around for you, big wave boxing for you, and we got the PT Angles Extra AM tomorrow as well for you too. So make sure you guys come back. Noon Monday, and we got some more. We Super Bowl week next week, so you guys be ready. We're gonna have some good guests for you guys as well too. So stay tuned. This is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles Live, and I am gone.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.